Yo, what's going on, peeps? Back again with another vid. We got the Wolfsberger v Spurs preview for the game tomorrow. Now, obviously, this is the Europa League now that's back, so there's another competition, more games we have to play in a short matter of days. We've got Wolfsberger tomorrow, then we've got West Ham on Sunday, so the games are coming thick and fast now that European football's back. But we're in the competition, we're in it to win it, I hope. Well, I'm sure the fans are, but other players will find out. So I don't know much about Wolfsberger apart from they sit sixth in the Austrian league and we're ninth in ours. And they're on better form. In the last six, they've won 2, drawn 2 and lost 2. We've won 1, lost 5. So they're definitely the informed team coming into this. But no doubt Tottenham will still be the favourites to progress. But being the favourites to go through doesn't mean you're going to go through. You got to turn up and play. And from what I've seen in the last few games, bar the Everton game where we played really well, I don't know if it's certain that we go through. Now, if we played everything against Everton, then yeah, I think we got every chance of going through, 100%. Because with all due respect, I think Everton are a better team than Wolfsberger. And if Wolfsberger were in the Premier League, would it be 6th place? Would it be where we are down in 9th? Who knows? But I don't think they'll be in the top 10. But again, I don't know much about them, but I'm sure the Austrian League and the Premier League are 2 different leagues. But it just depends which Tottenham turn up on the day. Now, obviously, you've got to go for a full-strength team because this is the knockout stages now. This isn't the group where it's the last game and you're ready through, so you put out all your kids and your B team. You need to go for a strong team. Now, we do have West Ham again, like I said, on Sunday, but for me, this game's more important. You put all your big guns out because the Premier League is not done, but top 4 is looking more and more like a myth. So why save your good players to go into the league and just lose ground, and you could have had a nice chance of progressing in the Europa League, but you blew it. So for me, full squad. When I do my 11, you see what I'm talking about, everyone's in there. But Tottenham have to step up now. They say to dare is to do. Well, now's the time to live by that slogan. You won a trophy, now's the time. Keep us fans happy. You started us season off right, we were happy. And then we did lose the odd game, we didn't mind because it was like, you know what, they're doing well, they're in and about. Some of the games are unlucky. But recently, the last few weeks, it's not been good to watch. So I'm expecting us to have all the ball. I'm sure Wolfsberger's going to say, you know what, let them hop the ball and we'll hit them on the counter. So they just need to make sure we can break them down and get this shut down early. And we're away in the first leg, which is always a good thing, to have the away leg first. So we have that away goal in an advantage. So we definitely need to score. 2 goals would be nice, and if we can get 3, but 2 at least. And we have to keep a clean sheet. And that's the hard thing, because us keeping clean sheets is not easy. You see our defence is. You see how they just go to sleep. So we just have to hope and pray that Wolfsberg are not prolific tomorrow and they can't get a sniff. And our defenders actually step up and our midfield step up and prevent that. Now, this might be a midfield battle where we have to win it in midfield to protect our back line, because our back line can't defend itself. Like, seriously, if these lot have girlfriends, I feel sorry for them, because these men can't defend the ball. How the hell are they going to defend their girlfriends from any type of danger is beyond me. But it is what it is. We move and we just have to be confident and just deliver and do what we can do and play to the best of our ability which when I've seen the last few games, bar the Everton game, it isn't much. But whatever little ability we do have, we have to go out there and do a job. Now, they've shown a lack of ability in the last few games. I'm not saying they don't have ability, but some of them don't get me wrong, but a lot of them do. And the ones that do have ability need to stand up and be counted and get us over the line. Sometimes, listen to the manager, he give you your instructions, and if you see they're not working, I don't understand how you lot on the pitch can't come together and say, you know what, we've been doing this, it's not working, let's switch it up and try something different. Because back in the days, like when you see the great teams like United and Arsenal, even though I hate to say it, but when they're on the pitch and they've been given the instructions and it ain't working, they come together and say, you know what, this ain't working. We want to win this, but this way ain't working. We're going to have to switch it up and do this way to get the result. And they do it. The manager might complain, but why are you complaining if you win the game? He's probably not going to say anything. He's like, you know what, well done, you showed good leadership. You listened to my instructions first, not like you just ignored them. You tried it didn't work, and you took it upon yourselves to change it, to get the result. And I don't see that in our team. I see we play one type of way, and that's it. And it's only maybe the last 10 minutes, 5 minutes, that they put their foot down and actually try and get a goal. And by then it's too late. You can't play football like that. A game is 90 minutes. Not 5 or 10, it's 90 minutes. You've got to play the whole thing. And that time Tottenham's wasted 45 minutes, 80 minutes, 75 minutes of games, messing about, and then they decide to take it upon themselves to try something else and then be exposed. But I don't know, we'll see tomorrow. But I'm expecting us to win 2-0 at least. But let's get into the 11. As always, in between the sticks. Now it's knockout stages now. It's got to be Lloris, even though he's been shocking the last couple of games. But he's the best out of the bunch. Out of the two, he's the one that's not as bad. So he's got to come in, simple as that. And probably, if Ori is not fit, I will put in Tanganga again. I wouldn't put in Doherty. He's not good enough. But if Tanganga's not available, then I guess it has to be Doherty. But for me, Tanganga's got to go in there if Ori is not fit. That's who I'm having on the right side. But I'm probably going with back three, and I will go with Alderweireld. I would put Rodin in there. And Sanchez and Dyer, I don't know who I'd even choose. I'd probably say Dyer because in the last game out of the two, he is probably the better. So I'll go with Rodin, Alderweireld, and Dyer in the back three. And if Rickardon's not available, then obviously Ben Davies will go on the left. And I'm going to go with Ndombele and Højbjerg in front of them. Because, let's be real, Højbjerg, even though he had the absolute nightmare last couple of games, he's definitely the best defensive midfielder we have. If not, well, he's not the only one, but he's definitely the best one. And one that acts like a defensive midfielder, not just a makeshift one. And Ndombele's going in there, 100%, because he's strong, he's direct, and he will just go forward from there and get the ball forward. And ahead of them, I know Ali he did come on the other day. I would like him to start. So I'll probably say Dele ahead of them, or Lamela, probably be Lamela, but I would definitely take Dele in there. And on the left, it's going to be Son, of course, up top, Kane, and I don't want to see Bell there. I'd rather put Lucas in there, and I'll put Lucas on the right. But obviously, if Dele's not in, I'll put Lamela there, and then Lucas on the right still. But I don't want to see Bergwijn, I don't want to see Bell. But I know Lucas sometimes plays in number 10, but for me, he would go in number 10, and Lamela would go on the right, and they were interchanged. But for me, I just think Lamela plays that position a little bit better. So if the Celso's not fit and Dele's not starting, then obviously Lamela will go in there. But for me, I'll stick Dele in there. Actually, no, I'll put Dele in, and I'll put Lamela on the right. I'll put Lucas on the bench, bring him on, because Lamela is a lot better as a starter than he is as a sub. and then after you can put in your Bells and your Lamellas. I mean, your Bells and Lucas after, but I would definitely probably start Dele and Lamela, most likely. Don't want to see Sissoko there. So again, my 11, Lloris in goal. Back 3 would be Alderweireld, Roden, Dyer on the right, Tanganga left, Davies, and middle, just in front of the defence, Højbjerg and Ndombele. Ahead of them, Dele on the right, going with Lamela, left, Son, up top, the main man, Harry Kane. And I think with that team is good enough to get the result, to take to the next leg with the advantage. Definitely can get 2+ goals with that team, providing they play with the right tactics and not defensive minded and score 1 and shut up shop, because our defence can't shut up shop for more than 10 minutes, let alone 3/4 of a game. So that's my lineup, that's the preview. We'll see tomorrow on the result, and obviously the player ratings will come maybe that day, if not definitely next day. And look out for the preview for the West Ham game on Saturday, and obviously the review come on Sunday. But until then, I'll see you lot on Thursday. Make sure you lot like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, all that. And until then, I'm out. Peace.